All right, guys, fresh out of the shower. That's over 3 months of scruff. Gone in an instant. All right, guys, all good things come to an end. And I've been growing this beard for about 3 months now, a little over 3 months. And I think it's time for a change. But I'm going to do something a little different, a little longer than usual. I'm going to have some fun and play around with how I remove the beard. Now, I thought maybe I might go with a goatee, but we'll see. I don't really have any preconceived notion as to what I'm going to look like at the end of this video. I know I will not look like this. And for those of you who really like the beard, don't worry, it'll grow back. We'll bring it back at another time. But what's really inspired the first part of this video is a comment from Mr. Greed's Gadgets. And he asked me a question about shave logic as compared to the Gillette Fusion products. I'm going to show the new Gillette Labs exfoliating bar, which is essentially the same because I have it handy. And the question really was about this precision trimmer on the back in terms of how to sculpt the beard. Would this be better than the Shave Logic SL5? Beautiful packaging, guys. So I'll do a comparison just to kind of trim around the beard first with these two products to answer Mr. Greed's Gadgets question. What's really cool about this product is the 5 blades that are tightly compacted. If you take a look at the 5 blades of the Fusion product, you'll see the difference. Slight difference, but a difference. 5 blades, these are all floating blades. And it has this beautiful magnetic connection point. All right. And an organic pivot, which I like, as opposed to a more mechanical pivot. But what's better to trim up your beard? Now, I told Mr. Greed's Gadgets that you don't need a precision trimmer with the SL5 because of the form factor is so slight that you can get into the nooks and crannies. But he did come back and say, well, what about trimming up the beard or putting a lineup in? What's better? So let's do that first. And then I'm going to pull out the Brio Beardscape and we'll start to play. Maybe we'll get rid of the sides and we'll look at the goatee. And if I like the goatee, I'll do a shave. But if not, I'll continue to take it down and do a nice clean shave. So we got a long and interesting video ahead. Let's do it. Let's get right into it. I'm going to use some Gillette foam mousse. I'll get some steam going. I've really enjoyed the beard, guys. I know my buddy Mo is probably cringing as he knows it's coming to an end. But I'll put a little bit of this foam mousse in here. And down here. And we'll test out these two blades. All right, I'll start with the SL5 from Shave Logic. Now I want to do a trim, and I have good control. And I'm actually just feeling for the edge of that beard. As you can see. And again, I feel like I have decent control. Super, super smooth. I'm not worried about getting nicked up. I could go in this direction. And I haven't made an error. So let's come over to the other side with our Gillette product, and we'll use the precision trimmer on the back. And I'll take that to the end. So right off the bat, I feel more comfortable with the precision trimmer. I feel I can get to a finer point. So Mr. Greeds, to your point, this does work a little bit better for edging and trimming. All right. I'll go on this side up to that line. Very smooth, very easy, and very nice. Very precise. Let's go with the SL5. Smooth. Even around the Adam's apple. They're very comparable. You can really trim with the SL5. I believe that the precision trimmer on the back of the Gillette product is just gives you a little bit more feel. So I hope that answered your question. But now we'll get into the second part of today's shave. We'll clean those out. And I'm going to bring out a product that I really am enjoying since I've had a beard, and that's the Brio Beardscape Pro. And what's really cool about the Pro is they give you the zero blade, which allows you to do this trimming, which allows you to take off lots of hair. And I'm going to do just that now. I'm going to eliminate the sides and try to trim up a goatee and see if I like the goatee. The Beardscape Pro comes in this nice case. I already have it loaded up with the zero blade, which is going to be very helpful in removing this hair here quickly, easily. And I'm going to go ahead and just jump right in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to trim down. I'll try to make a little bit of a notch and cut this all out. Let's get going. So we'll start. There we go. Look how quick and easy that is. Look at that. Zero blade is great for edging and trimming and quick removal of hair. How's that look? Leaving a little bit of that notch right now to see if I like that. Let's go on the other side. Cut in that sideburn. Look how quick and easy that comes off. Again, I'm trying to leave a little bit of that notch there. So I've roughed it in. And what do we think? Do we like this look? Is it even? I don't know. Kind of like it. I think maybe this side is a little thinner as far as that notch goes. Hard to tell, but good enough for government work. Nice. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Get rid of that notch. Do you see how nice and easy that zero blade makes it to trim that goatee? So I've got a little bit of a notch on this side and on this side. You can cut that in. What do we think? We like that? It's kind of nice, right? Now, if I wanted to, I could trim this down, because right now it's somewhat full here. But I think I'm going to leave it the way it is, and we'll do now a nice shave. The third part, so we'll rest the Brio Beardscape. Look at all this hair. We're gonna go with the third part of today's shave and the second part of Mr. Greed's Gadgets question. This is gonna be the first face shave I've done in over 3 months. And boy, I have missed it, guys. I have missed shaving. I'm gonna be using some products that I was given by my daughter, who was living in Albuquerque for the last 6 or 7 months. She went to a local store that sold men's grooming products. And she brought me 2 shaving pucks of soap. This is Shaggy and Slick's shaving soaps. You have the cherry almond. Oh, very nice. And they're Gray's patchouli. And to go with my gray theme, we're going to pull out the puck of Gray's patchouli. But the cherry almond is divine. So I can't wait to use that. This is a local soap to Albuquerque. And what I'll do, guys, is I'll leave in the description box a link to Shaggy and Slick's website. Gray's patchouli. I'll set that in a little bit of warm water. Now she also got me a new shaving brush by Fine, the Fine Classic shaving brush. Very, very nice. Very fine products they make. And I'm going to try to answer Mr. Greed's Gadgets question as to which way I would go with the shave today. I'm going to pull out the leaf twig. I've said it in the past, guys. This has given me the best shave I've ever had. So I'm going to pull that out. And I'm going to use this today in comparison to the Shave Logic SL5, the Gillette product, their exfoliating bar. We'll test them all. And I'll give you my thoughts on wet shaving as opposed to cartridge razors. And I think before I'm done, I'm going to take it all off and give my face a break from the beard. A few swirls. A few swirls of this soap. Gray's patchouli. Very nice. Right on to the face. I've got a lot of water on this. Oh, it feels so good though. It's a little too light, so I should really get more of that soap. Going. But we're playing, guys. Really trying to work up a nice lather. And there we have it, guys. It's a little better. On this side of my face, I'll use the single blade, the twig. And with this razor, you want to use nice, light, deliberate strokes. You want to let the blade and the heft of the razor do most of the work. And with a single edge or a double edge razor, form, technique is ultra important. A bad approach, bad technique can really get you hurt. So you really want to take your time. And also enjoy the shave. I'm going to reapply some soap. On this side of the face. And I'll go with the Shave Logic. You know, cartridge razors, guys, give you maximum protection, maximum comfort. If you're running and gunning, if you have a quick lifestyle, it's a perfect razor. You see how quickly and easily I got rid of that hair with no worry. And you see here where I made a little bit of a mistake. You got a nice weeper there. That's a major difference between the double edge system, the wet shaving system, single edge in this case, and a cartridge razor. Protection, quick, easy, bingo. I think the whole thing needs to come off, guys. So, which razor type will work best for long stubble? Let's take a look. Again, we're going to go with your single edge. And now I've got a lot of soap in my beard. Look at that single edge. Just remove that hair. Quick and easy. Again, a 30 to 35 degree approach to the face. Taking your time. Woo. I'm trying to really cut right at the root of the hair. I'm like coming right at the base of that long stubble. And as you can see, it's doing a pretty good job. Again, you're dealing with an ultra sharp blade. And I'll come back and do another pass, cross grain, and maybe a against grain pass. Let's pull out the Shave Logic again. Again, a multi-blade, a 5-blade. How will this deal with this long stubble? Not as good. Gets clogged up. Can't get at the root of it as well. But I'm not worried nearly as much about damaging my skin. Look over here, guys. You still see that one weeper, and dealing with a lot more clogging. And taking a hell of a lot more time. Let's see how our Gillette product fares. Same scenario. Less clogging though. But again, not worried as much about weepers, about cuts. It just takes a hell of a lot more time. So to make this a less than an hour video, I'm going to go back to the twig. And we'll take off the remnants of this scruffy beard. So Mr. Greeds, you and your friends that are looking at the overall economy of shaving, well, with a double-edged shaving system, technique matters, but you can buy your blades in bulk. There's all sorts of different blades you can buy. You can buy milder blades, you can buy more aggressive blades. There's tons of artisan soaps like these here that you can find and use. It's really a more artful form of relaxation when you get into wet shaving, in the wet shaving community. The cartridge shave is really for its practicality, the comfort, and you're gonna pay more for cartridges. So that's really the balancing act. Now for many of us, especially many folks that watch my videos, we're kind of shaving enthusiasts, right? So we like a little bit of all of it. We like them all. So I'm going to do a cross-grain shave with Shave Logic. And the reason I'm going with Shave Logic is because I haven't shaved in a while. And this, out of the three, is offering me the most protection. For my face. It's efficient, if you can hear that. I'm going to go for one more pass. And that's the way I'm going to roll. The form factor is so slight that you can get up into the nooks and crannies. You can get around the sensitive bits with no problems. A little bit more near hot water. I'm going to put a little bit more of this Gray's Patchouli soap on, and we're going to go for the last and final pass, which will be an against the grain pass. With the cartridge razor, you really don't need 3 passes. You can get it done in one nice with grain pass and then maybe a cleanup pass cross grain or against grain, whichever works for you. I'm going to go with the final cross grain or against grain pass, guys. Ah, nice. Very, very nice. You hear that? I really have missed shaving. And my skin is a bit on the sensitive side, being away from the blade for so long. So I'm not trying to do too much here. Really, really nice, guys. And there you have it for the shave. Now I'm gonna rinse off with some cold water. Pat the skin dry. Ah, that's nice. I've got my face back. And my daughter also bought me this aftershave. It's called Crown Shaving Company. Tried and true. Soothing aftershave lotion for vagabonds, gentlemen, and ruffians. It's got a nice smell to it. A little bit. Warm that in my hands. Oh, nice. Very, very nice, guys. A heavenly feeling BBS, finally. So for Mr. Greed's Gadgets, I hope this has answered your question. Thanks for your comment. Thanks for watching the channel. And for all of you, I hope you're having a great new year. I'll see you next time with more shaving, more food, more cars, and more silliness, which means more of me in 2022. I'll see you next time. But in the meantime, you know what to do. Keep pushing. Play. Now roll the music.